Welcome inside the Spartans Sports Network studios. Alongside you, it's Tanner Jace. This is the East Syracuse Manoa football pregame show as we bring you sectional quarterfinal action today here on SSN. We have the 2-seeded East Syracuse Manoa Spartans welcoming the 7th-seeded Nottingham Bulldogs. And let's see how we got here 8 weeks in, now into week 9 of the season. We start with the Spartans. They're currently 6-2 on the year, 5-0 in the Class A division, and they were the division champs, beating Auburn last week on Senior Day. Currently, 4-game winning streak for the Spartans as they took the division with key wins over Auburn and Fulton, and shutouts in both of those by the defense. And then you have the 2 losses on the year to Carthage and Whitesboro on homecoming, with that one being a 21-7 loss for the Spartans. Now, in terms of Nottingham, they come in 2-6 on the year, 2-3 in their division. They've got huge wins over the last 2 weeks against Watertown and Henniger, and losses against Carthage and FM, the big blemishes on the record, as they come in on a 2-game winning streak to get themselves into sectionals as well. We've got some of the hottest teams in Class A right now. Kickoff sets for 6:30 here on Spartan Sports Network. I will be on the call, and until then, enjoy the game.
Conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
I can hear that solo.
You see what I did?
Yeah.
Come on.
Looking for a spot to kick back with friends or grab a bite with the family? Since 2010, Trappers 2 in Manoa has been the place to be. From awesome pizza to pub favorites, there's something for everyone. Got a party or special event? We got you. Inside, outside, or at the brand new sandbar on the patio. Plus, don't miss Thursday trivia, volleyball leagues, and more. We're proud to be called the Cheers of Syracuse. Come hang out at Trappers 2, where good times are always on the menu.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
A fight for the Class A American Division on senior night and locking up the 2-seed in sectionals. 6 days later, the 2-seeded East Syracuse Manoa Spartans welcome the 6-seeded Nottingham Bulldogs for quarterfinal sectional action here on at Spartan Stadium and on Spartan Sports Network. Alongside you, Tanner Jace, as we bring you quarterfinal action here on SSN. ESM, the 2-seeded Spartans come into this one 6-2 on the year, riding high on a 4-game winning streak to help win the Class A American Division. The Nottingham Bulldogs, the 7th seed in Class A, 2-game winning streak to keep their season hopes alive, to just get into sectional play. As we head for kickoff here on SSN. Players to watch out for the 7-seeded Bulldogs. Quarterback Mike McCutcheon. So far this season, he's got a 50% completion percentage, 485 yards through the air, 3 touchdowns through the air as well, missing a few games in between in the middle stretch of the season for Nottingham. And on the ground, he's got 51 attempts for 201 yards and a touchdown on the ground as well. The Swiss Army knife for the Bulldogs, Jalen Burnett Hunter, the do-it-all who's played quarterback, has got some touches at tailback and the wide out for the Bulldogs. This season, he's got 50 attempts on the ground, 473 yards on the ground with 3 touchdowns. Through the air, 9 receptions for 96 yards. And at the time he filled in for McCutcheon at quarterback, he was 20 of 53, 238 yards and 2 touchdowns with 5 interceptions to tack on as well. And sides have been determined. As we head back to the sidelines as we get ready for kickoff here on Spartan Sports Network. And it looks like Jude Rudnick, the place kicker for the Spartans, will give this one to Nottingham to start off. For the Spartans, 4-game winning streak after back-to-back losses to Carthage and Whitesboro early on in the year. Talk about a massive change in those 4 games. Robbie Clifford has thrown for 6 touchdowns through the air and has not turned the ball over once. He's got 513 yards on the year and averaging 64.1 yards through the air this season. Over the last 4, he's completed 61% of his passes. Pettis Jr., the place kicker for the Bulldogs. The winner of this will play either FM or Corcoran next week. It's sectional quarter. Final action is underway. Little kick off the side of the foot of Pettis. That one's recovered on the ground by Landon Cross. So great field position early on for the Spartans as they take over at midfield. As the Spartan, we get the first look at the Spartan offense. Clifford, the lineup in the shotgun. Phil Moore and Jaden Ricabo out to the far side with Dwelle Taylor, the tailback. Clifford, a little pitch to Taylor. Taylor inside the tackles. Taylor with a burst. Taylor inside the hashes. He's got enough for a first down. It's a gain of 11 on the play for Dwelle Taylor as he gets off to a hot start in this one. Over the last 4 games for Taylor, he's got 59 touches on the ground, 226 yards on the ground, averaging 56.5 yards per game. Last week in the win against Auburn, 23 attempts, 137 yards on the ground, and a long touchdown run. This time Clifford, same set in the shotgun. It's once again a pitch, this time to McDuffie, the tailback. Ball on the ground, on the turf. McDuffie lost it.
In the backfield, fumbles.
McDuff.
So fumble was caused by Nottingham's number 48, Jordan Coleman. It'll be second down and 10.
The tight end getting some action in the defense, forcing that one loose for the Bulldogs as McDuffie falls back on it, and possession stays with ESM. This time we get trips out to the left for Clifford. Dwelle Taylor, the running back, looking to improve on the start from last week. This time right back at it. He's already got a game at 11, and Taylor gets past the 30 this time. He'll be marked down at the 27-yard line, And it's enough for another first down.
At the 27-yard line, that's a gain of 12 yards and a Spartan first down.
2 touches, 23 yards for Taylor already in this one, as the Spartans look to dominate the line of scrimmage once again, just as they did last week against the Maroons. 2 receivers in the near side for Clifford, as he sits in the shotgun once again with Taylor, puts McDuffie in motion. It's a handoff to Taylor once again, and this time he'll be swallowed up, actually breaks a few tackles. He'll get past the 25-yard line, inside the 25-yard line, down to the 23, gain of 5 on the play for Dwelle Taylor. As he'll head off to the sideline, in comes Jaden Rydell for the Spartan offense. Talking about Clifford as he sets up in the shotgun with McDuffie lined up to the right. And it's a handoff McDuffie. McDuffie's got a blocker. McDuffie's going to be brought down inside the 20-yard line near the 15-yard line. And it's enough for a first. So it's a first down for the Spartans on the gain of 7 by J. Neal McDuffie.
From the Nottingham 16-yard line.
As he's been handed the ball 31 times over the last 4, 250 yards on the ground, averaging 62.5 yards per game and averaging 8 yards per carry. Clifford once again sends a receiver to the near, receiver to the far. McDuffie this time lined up to the left hand of Clifford. Under 9 to go here in the first quarter. Clifford in the shotgun. Hand off McDuffie. McDuffie takes the edge, has some room, tries to get to the sideline. J. Neal McDuffie walks in for 6, and it's an early Spartan lead here in the quarterfinals.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
A man that has 5 or more touchdowns of 30 yards or more adds a 16-yard rushing touchdown to his ledger for the season. That'll be that's his 8th rushing touchdown of the year as Jude Rudnick comes on for the point after. Cook, the hold. Snap, hold, high snap. Ball on the turf. Nottingham will just fall on it. And whistle's blown, so miscommunication.
Extra point attempt is high. Extra point attempt is no good. And with 8 minutes, 48 seconds left, first quarter, the score ESM 6 and Nottingham 0.
Once again, special teams woes on the offensive side of the ball for the Spartans continues, as it makes Rudnick 11 of 19 on the year in point afters. First look at the Nottingham Bulldogs offense tonight, a team that has hit its stride at the right time, finishing with 2 straight wins to end the year to get into sectional play, as they are the 7th seed here at Spartan Stadium. Quarterback Mike McCutcheon missed some time early on this season. He's now back in, and after playing in the last 2 wins for the Bulldogs. Over the last 2 games, 71% through the air, 291 yards and 2 touchdowns, and on the ground he's averaging 5.6 yards a carry and a touchdown in the last 2. Rudnick's kick. A little chip shot, bounces inside the 35, rolls to the 30. Ball made contact with the Nottingham returner, and the ball will go out of bounds before ESM could fall in it.
After it's touched by Nottingham, out of bounds at the 26-yard line. The Bulldogs will start from there, first and 10.
Ball placement on the 26 for the first Nottingham possession of the night. Very pass-heavy offense for Nottingham. Coleman with 297 receiving yards. He's the tight end. Esco, 327 receiving yards as well. He's the lead wide receiver, and Jalen Barnett, 96 yards through the air, but he's also the Swiss Army knife with 473. And we're going to get a flag out on the field before this one.
Offsides penalty called against ESM. Penalty's going to take the ball to the 31-yard line, 1st and 5.
Offsides call on the Spartans makes this 1st down and 5 on the 31-yard line for the Bulldogs. Kirby goes under center, puts a man in motion. It's a toss all the way back to Esco, and Esco's going to be wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. Multiple ESM defenders there. Taylor with the initial wrap-up. Jaden Rydell puts Esco to the turf.
24-yard line. They're actually going to start it at the 23. So a loss of 8. It'll be 2nd down and 13.
.12 on the play clock. Esco in motion. Barnett Hunter also heads to the far side. 4 seconds on the play clock. Kirby hikes it as he sits in the shotgun, looks left, ball down the field, hit intended for Zaire Esco, and Jaden Ricabo almost got his mitts on that one, and it's going to be an incomplete pass.
It'll be 3rd down and long.
Kirby lines up in the shotgun. Coleman the tailback this time as they move the tight end out there. Dropping back to throw is Kirby. Launching downfield. That one's picked by Ricabo. Ricabo gets redemption, and it's an early turnover for the Nottingham offense. And it will set the Spartans up once again in great field position as they'll start their 2nd possession at the 50.
The Spartans will take over 1st and 10.
Clifford in the shotgun, puts Moore in motion. And it's a handoff to Taylor as they stick to the ground game as Taylor inside gets past the 45-yard line. That's where he'll be marked down for a gain of 5 on the play.
It'll be 2nd down and 5.
Clifford's with trips to his right, shotgun with Taylor as the tailback. They go right back to Taylor. Taylor inside the tackles. Patient. He'll get brought down at the 41-yard line. So a gain of 4 on the play will make this 3rd down and 1 at 6:44 here in the 1st quarter. Clifford in the shotgun once again. Rydell, the tight end. Taylor in the backfield. Ricabo with Moore in motion. It's a toss out to McDuffie this time. McDuffie hits the edge. with more as the blocker. McDuffie rolls off a defender, and he's brought down inside the 25-yard line, enough for an ESM first down.
Down to the 23-yard line. A gain of 18 yards on the play and another ESM first down.
4 touches, 41 yards for J-Neil McDuffie, already averaging 10 yards per carry on the night for the senior. Moore, the near side wide receiver. Ricaba to the far side. Taylor's going to line up to the left hand with Clifford in the shotgun. It's a counter. And L.A. Taylor, ball on the ground, and Clifford just falls on it. There'll be a loss of yardage on the play for the Spartans the first time. They'll be behind the sticks tonight.
Number 30, Richard Davis. Ball back to the 28-yard line, a loss of 5. It'll be second down and 15.
McDuffie, the tailback. Taylor this time the tight end. Clifford in the shotgun. And it's a handoff to McDuffie. McDuffie gets past the line of scrimmage. We'll get close to the original line of scrimmage. We'll get about a gain of 3 on the play.
A gain of 2. It'll be 3rd and 13.
Clifford in the shotgun. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side. Dwelle Taylor lined up in the slot for the Spartans. McDuffie the tailback. Clifford dropping back to throw first time of the night. Overthrows Taylor as he was trying to hit Dwelle Taylor out in the flat.
Nottingham's number 14, Lucian Manwaring. 4th down for the Spartans.
Taylor this time heads to the far side with Ricabo. Phil Moore, the near side wide receiver. McDuffie lines up to the right hand of Clifford as he'll drop back to throw once again. Looks for Phil Moore. Was looking for Moore on towards the side boundary line as Moore decides to go in. So on 3rd down and 13, we will see from the
26-yard line.
The ESM offense as it looks like we're going to have a punt here. Looks like McDuffie will be the punter in this formation for the Spartans. Ricabo, Taylor, and Moore out there as well, along with Caleb Cook and Kamari Jones. As the play clock winds down, timeout, Spartans on the play. That brings us down to 4:16 remaining here in the first. Spartans leading. Back out of the timeout here on Spartan Sports Network. 4:16 to go here in the first quarter, as it looks like J-Neil McDuffie will actually, it was a turnover on downs, pardon.
Alejandro Sims, the ball carrier.
Sims
Out across
on the
30
carry.
31-yard line.
We'll get back to the
Gain of 5
line.
on the play. That'll be 2nd down and 5.
So again, a fine 5 for Sims. His apologies, it was a 4th down. It was a failed 4th down conversion for the Spartans on their last drive. We had a jersey change. Number 17 is Mike McCutcheon. It is not Kirby, as he under center gives this one to Sims once again. Dwelle Taylor, beautiful wrap tackle, brings him to the ground.
Dragged down in the backfield by Dwelle Taylor. Brought down back at the 30-yard line. It's a loss of 1 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
Loss of 1 on the play for Sims as Dwelle Taylor making an impact not only on the offensive side of the ball early on, but also on the defensive side of the ball. So McCutcheon will line up under center. Coleman and Sims, the tailbacks. Actually, correction, Coleman lines up offset. And McCutcheon's going to have to take this one himself. And the ball is down on the turf, and it's picked up by Sims on the play.
By Mike McCutcheon, recovered by Alejandro Sims. Ball's recovered at the 33-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 4th down and 3.
Fourth down and 3 for the Bulldog offense, who currently trail by 6. McCutcheon's going to line up under center again. Sims, the tailback, receiver to the far and a receiver to the near side for McCutcheon. And it's going to be a sneak. He'll bounce off. McCutcheon met at the line once again. Jaden Rydell in on the stop, and it'll be a turnover on downs for the Nottingham Bulldogs as the Spartans will get possession once again in plus territory.
The Spartans will take over 1st and 10. ESM will have it 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line.
An ESM offense that pretty much has been dormant in the first quarter over the season. Currently with 6 points up on the board. They've scored first over the last 3 games. As we see Clifford communicating with the officials. McDuffie will line up in the tight end spot. Ricabo and more to the near side. Taylor lines up to the left hand of Clifford. Clifford sitting in the shotgun on 1st down and 10 from the Bulldog 33. It's a handoff to Taylor. Taylor's going to split the edge. Dwelle Taylor keeps on rolling. Dwelle Taylor trying to get to the 1st down marker, and it looks like he'll be inches short of the 1st down.
To the 20-yard line. Correction, 25-yard line.
So it's a gain of 8 on the play for Taylor.
25, a pickup of 8 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
Second down and 2 for the Spartans. 5 yards away from the red zone. Ricabo lines up to the end more, but lining up to the near side of the field. Clifford in the shotgun, hands off Taylor, and Taylor will get enough for the 1st down.
Dwelle Taylor on the carry. Inside the 25. He's down to the 22-yard line, a gain of 3 yards on the play. 1st down, ESM.
We'll reset the chains. Rain now coming down here at Spartan Stadium. It's been raining pretty much consistently all day. Had a break in the weather for a few hours, and now as we approach the 2nd quarter, the rain coming down, and steady rain coming down. Clifford in the shotgun. Hands off to McDuffie. McDuffie breaks the blockers. J. Neal McDuffie's going to walk into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the day, and it's 9th on the year with 36.1 seconds to go here in the 1st quarter. And after not even a full quarter into the books, Spartans already have clipped 100 yards rushing on the ground compared to the total -1 rushing yards for the Nottingham offense. 65 of those yards coming from J-Neil McDuffie, who's currently got two less touches on the ground than Taylor. And for the 2-point conversion, J-Neil McDuffie strolls into the end zone off the toss from Robbie Clifford. 36-point win to go in the first. November weather here on October 30th. As the rain is coming down heavy currently here at Spartan Stadium. Rudnick will come on the field for his second kick of the day. The last time Rudnick's kick landed inside the 30 last time. Rudnick's kick. Little chip shot once again. Bounces before the 30. Rolls out of bounds at the 30. And we'll get another 10 yards tacked on to the spot that it went out of bounds for Nottingham. So they'll start around their own 35, 40-yard line.
Penalty on the kickoff will take the ball out to the 35-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
So 5-yard penalty tacked on. McCutcheon with 2 receivers to the near side of the field, as McCutcheon will bring Barnett Hunter. As actually we get 2 subs, and that includes Barnett Hunter. 3 on the play clock. Handoff, that actually get the play off, and McCutcheon will go nowhere. He'll lose about 5 on the play, dragged back down to the 30 on the quarterback keeper. Ian Wilson in to make the play. So it's actually a loss of 2 on the play, and that's how the first quarter of play will end here at Spartan Stadium. Spartans currently with a 14-point advantage here in the quarterfinals. As that will do it, we'll flip ends, and we'll be back with you on the other side here on Spartan Sports Network. Back for the beginning of second quarter action here on Spartan Sports Network. As we give you a look at the breakdown right now, the Spartans the only team penalized in this one, costing them 15 yards so far, but it's been all Spartans on the ground. 108 yards total and -3 yards on the ground for the Bulldogs. So far, no passes completed in this one, and it's the 2 touchdowns by J-Neil McDuffie currently has the Spartans out to a 14-point advantage. McCutcheon dropping back the throw. That one's picked off. This time intended for Esco.
Pass is intended for number 23, Zaleshko. The interception will set up the Spartans inside Nottingham territory. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line.
4 possessions to start the night off on offense. The 50, the 50, the 30, and now 47. They have not had a single possession so far tonight go into their own territory. As Robbie Clifford walks the Spartan offense out there for their 4th possession of the night. He'll sit in the shotgun. Moore and Ricabo, the near side wide receivers. Handoff McDuffie. McDuffie finds the edge. J. Neal McDuffie, nobody's going to catch him. And it's a first half trick for J. Neal McDuffie as he's got his 3rd touchdown of the night and pushes the Spartans out to a 20-point lead.
His 2nd of the night.
Second point after attempt for Rudnick. Snap, hold, kick is up. And this one is good for Jude Rudnick. It's a 21-point advantage for the Spartans with 11:44 to go here in the first half. The winner of this one will face the winner of FM and Corcoran next Friday night. And currently the Spartans lead with 21 points off a J. Neal McDuffie 3-touchdown performance here in the first half. He's already eclipsed 100 yards on the night on the ground, 112 on 7 attempts. And on his 3rd touchdown of the night, a chip shot this time in the air past the 30. This one is Esco. Esco off the return. Will give the Bulldogs their best field position of the night.
For the Bulldogs, he's across the 45, out to the 47-yard line.
And it looks like we have a Nottingham defender down as Carter Bird was signaling for the training staff to come out. And we'll be back with you momentarily here on SSN. Out of the injury timeout, the Bulldogs start with the ball inside the 45-yard line in their own territory. McCutcheon will be under center for this one. Coleman, the tailback. They'll put Barnett Hunter in motion, and it's a handoff to Barnett Hunter. JBH gets past the midfield line for the Bulldogs. It's a gain of 3 on the play. It'll be second down and 7 at midfield.
Across midfield into ESM territory to the 49-yard line. That's a gain of 4. It'll be second down and 6.
Correction, gain of 4 on the play. He's marked inside the 50, so the first time they've seen the ball in Spartan territory tonight for this Bulldogs offense that currently trails by 21. The Bulldogs have scored 30 and 20 points over the last 2 games. This time McCutcheon sitting in the shotgun, 5 seconds on the play clock. And he gets this one off. Handoff to Coleman, the tight end getting some action. He'll be brought down at around the 47-yard line, so it's a gain of 2 on the play for Coleman.
It'll be third down and 4.
Spartans defense over the last 3 games coming into this one has not allowed a single point. You have to go back to the Corcoran game at home that started the 4-game winning streak back in September for the last time this defense gave up a point. McCutcheon with trips to his right. Coleman the tailback. He'll line up to the right as well. McCutcheon in the shotgun, dropping back the throw. Is going to hit Barrett Hunter, or at least attempt to. That one's off the hands of JBH. And it'll be 4th down and 4 with a very crucial 4th down conversion coming up for the Bulldogs offense. .9:54 to go here in the second quarter. 4th down and 4. McCutcheon all alone in the backfield. He sits in the shotgun. 5 wide for the Bulldog offense. Finds the crossing route. High pass. Raydell in on the stop as he makes contact for Sims on the crossing route. And it's a failed 4th down conversion, our second of the night between both teams. And the Spartans, for the first time tonight, start with possession in their own territory. .9:52 to go. McDuffie, the tailback right now. Mercado, the near side wide receiver. Rydell, the tight end, and Moore lines up to the far side of the field. Clifford sitting in the shotgun, puts him in motion, and we'll get a flag out on the play. And we're going to get
too many men on the field, penalty against Nottingham.
too many defenders on the field for the Nottingham defense. So it'll be 1st and 5, this time on the 48. So Clifford sits in the shotgun. Same formation, McDuffie lined up to the right. Moore put in motion, he'll come to the near side, but it bounces it back out to the far. It's a handoff for McDuffie, and McDuffie gets past to the 48-yard line, so it'll be about a gain of 0 on the play. It'll be second down and 5. Jameel McDuffie tonight. A man over the last 4 that's had 250 yards on the ground. Has 112 on the ground tonight. And before that previous attempt, he had 7 touches, 3 touchdowns. He's been averaging 16 yards per carry on the night. And the 47-yard touchdown was his 6th touchdown or 30 or more yards this season. As we got 3 on the play clock. Moore in motion. Hand off to Clifford. Clifford actually pitches it out to Moore. Moore on the outside. Moore's got a rushing touchdown of his own this year. Makes some defenders miss. Runs past to the 10-yard line. Pushed out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And we got another red zone trip for the Spartan offense tonight.
He's out of bounds at the 2-yard line, a gain of 46 on the play.
So it's a 46-yard run for Phil Moore. As he gets his first touch of the night, this one coming on the ground. And just like that, in 1/2 of play with 8 minutes to go here in the second quarter, the Spartans have already eclipsed 200 yards on the ground. Clifford in the shotgun. McDuffie the tailback. Ricabo the near side wide receiver. Moore. Ricabo's been the favorite receiver as of late for Clifford over the last 4 games. And it's a pitch to McDuffie. How about 4 touchdowns on the night for J. Neal McDuffie, as he'll just stroll on in for an easy 6 once again. And it's now 27-0 Spartans. Jude Rudnick, 1 of 2 on the night. Snap, hold, kick is up. This one is good. 2 of 3 on the night for Jude Rudnick, as it's now 28-0 Spartans with 8:44 to go here in the second quarter. Third kickoff of the night for Jude Rudnick. Actually, the 4th correction. 2 chip shots that rolled inside the 30. 1 received at the 30, brought out to inside the 45-yard line. Rudnick again, bouncer inside the 30, picked up by Esco. Esco's going to be wrapped around immediately. Jaden Ricabo, a special teams demon over the last few games, is a huge play to put Nottingham inside the 10. He's also got a blocked punt and another miscue on special teams from last week. That one a touchdown as well. So Jaden Ricabo earning his money on the special team side of the ball for the Spartans over the last few weeks. Team that has scored 52 points over the last 2 weeks to get into sectionals play alone. This Bulldog offense looking for a response. Only 3 total yards on the night. McCutcheon yet to complete a pass. He's been 71% completions over the last 2 games for 291 yards through the air. This time it's JBH. He's the quarterback. This one on the keeper off the raid. Ian Wilson has none of it. He sniffs it out right away. This one gets up to the 12-yard line. So a loss of 2 on the play. And the Bulldogs will start this possession behind the sticks. JBH looks to be the quarterback this time around, as McCutcheon's currently on the sideline. Jalen Barrett Hunter, 20 of 53 on the year, 238 yards through the ground. And he's got 2 touchdowns to 5 interceptions.
McCutcheon already has 2 tonight. This time shotgun, 3 men in the backfield. JBH has some lead blockers out on the play, gets by Moore, and he will not be able to get by the rest of the Spartan line.
Hit by a group of Spartan tacklers.
Is Caleb Cook
Drop back at the
was in on the stop.
10-yard line. Ball's going to be spotted at the 10. A loss of 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 14.
McCutcheon back out in the shotgun. 5 wide. Actually, trips. We've got a stack of receivers to the right, 2 to the near side. McCutcheon looking. He's going to hit JBH for the first completed pass of the night. Barrett Hunter gets pushed out and around the 25-yard line.
Jalen Burnett Hunter, who's down the sideline, knocked out of bounds near the 25-yard line.
So on 3rd down and 15,
At the 25, that's good for
it's
a gain of 15
moves
yards
the
and a
chains for
ball
the
touchdown.
Nottingham offense and their first down of the night. McCutcheon with 2 receivers out to the far sideline. Coleman lines up. McCutcheon dropping back the foe, looks to his left, off the hands of the intended target, number 24. That one hits the turf before an ESM defender could get to it. And it'll be 2nd down and 10 on the 25-yard line for the Bulldogs. .6:48 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Spartans currently leading 28-0 against the Bulldogs. 2nd down and 10 on the 25 for Nottingham. Barrett Hunter comes in the near side. He'll go back to the far side. Now to 7 on the play clock. McCutcheon in the shotgun. Nobody in the backfield. And we're going to get a false start. Well, it looks like on the Nottingham offense. And that will knock.
Ball will go back to the 20-yard line, 2nd and 15.
5-yard penalty for Nottingham puts them behind the sticks once again on this drive. Coleman the tailback. McCutcheon under center. McCutcheon rolls to his right, has a man. Barrett Hunter on the catch inside the 30-yard line. So penalty yardage back in more on the pitch and catch for at least 12 on the play.
At the 32-yard line. A gain of 12 on the play for the Bulldogs. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
3rd and 3 and another opportunity here for the Bulldogs offense to convert on 3rd down. Spartans looking, rushing 4. McCutcheon drops back to throw. McCutcheon across the middle was intended for Barrett Hunter. And that one behind the intended receiver. And if McCutcheon hits Barrett Hunter, it looks like there was some room to run after. So it'll be 4th down and 3. The Bulldogs offense will stay out, as it looks like Esco is currently lipping. He's been shaken up once already tonight, and he'll stay out on the field. In the shotgun, a receiver stacked to the right, 2 receivers on the near side. McCutcheon dropping back to throw, looks left. McCutcheon takes it off himself, and Mike McCutcheon, huge play with the legs, gets inside the 45-yard line.
the
And it's enough for a
47-yard
first
line.
down for the Nottingham
Actually, for a gain of
offense.
15 yards and another Nottingham first down. ESN tackle on the play by number 0, Dwelly Taylor.
Ian Wilson on the initial pressure was able to get to McCutcheon, and McCutcheon just from there saw green grass for days until Taylor brings him down inside the 45-yard line. Barrett Hunter, the near side wide receiver, with a stack of 3 receivers to the right for McCutcheon as he'll send the shotgun once again. And that one is tipped at the line. Intended for Barrett Hunter.
Incomplete. It'll be second down.
Muse comes off the sideline. Barrett Hunter will take the play call to the Bulldog huddle. 5:13 to go here in the second quarter. Spartans currently leading by 28. Same formation for the Bulldogs. McCutcheon sits in the shotgun. Drops back to throw, looks to his left. McCutcheon takes it once again, gets past the 50. And he'll be tackled around the 48-yard line.
48-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play. There is a flag on the play.
Laundry out on the field as we'll get the call. And we got a face mask on the ESM defense. So a team over the last few weeks that has not been heavily penalized have been the most heavily penalized team tonight. That's their third of the night.
For a Nottingham first down.
A receiver on the near side. Coleman lining up to the right hand of McCutcheon. As we've got 3 receivers over on the far sideline. McCutcheon drops back to throw, looks to his right, pressure brought, rolls out right, jump pass. Intended for Barrett Hunter. And that one hits the deck.
McCutcheon's pass incomplete. Near Moose and Jalen Burnett Hunter in the area. It'll be second and 10.
Coleman the tailback for McCutcheon. He'll line up under center. Coleman heads to the line. 2 receivers in the near and far. McCutcheon, it's going to be a handoff on the keeper. Aiden DeWald in on the pressure. As he just broke his block and got to McCutcheon and puts McCutcheon behind the sticks.
Down back at the 49-yard line. It's a loss of 6 on the play. It'll be third down and 16.
Third down and 16. So far, this Bulldogs offense tonight has converted. Has 2 first downs this possession alone. McCutcheon in the shotgun. Drops back to throw. Pressure brought. Rolls right. McCutcheon lets that one go deep. And that is caught. Jordan Coleman keeps the possession alive for the Nottingham Bulldogs. It's enough for a first down as Mike McCutcheon's legs this drive has came in very huge for the Bulldog offense. Their third first down of the night. Line shift change for the Bulldogs. 16 on the play clock. McCutcheon in the shotgun. Flag throw. McCutcheon's going to roll to his right. He used his legs on this one. Breaks a tackle. Ian Wilson and Kamari Jones initially in. Wilson sticks with it, and Jaden Rydell comes in to help, but we still have, we have Laundry out on the deck. An illegal formation penalty on the Nottingham defense. Once again, puts them behind the sticks in this one. 3:17 to go here in the first half. Spartans currently leading by 28 off of a Janiel McDuffie 4-touchdown performance as he's got 100 yards on the ground himself for the Spartan offense. McCutcheon, multiple people in the backfield with him. McCutcheon drops back to throw. Pressure brought. McCutcheon has to get away from DeWald. And that one's picked. Caleb Cook, the free safety, as he'll run this one back. He didn't step out of bounds, and McCutcheon brings him out of bounds. McCutcheon's third pick of the night. Ends what would have been the best offensive, ends the best offensive possession of the night for the Bulldogs offense. And it sets up the Spartans in plus territory once again tonight.
1st and 10 ESM.
Cook was marked down at the 40 way after he was wrapped up by McCutcheon. As we get a replay on this one, as McCutcheon, pressure brought internally, has to roll out to his right, and his legs have been a huge factor up to this point on this offensive possession, and he was trying to hit his tight end, and Caleb Cook plays center field and says no can do, and returns that one to the 40-yard line. And we've got a timeout on the field here on Spartan Sports Network. Clifford in the shotgun. Jet touch pass to Jaden Ricabo. Ricabo with blockers on the right side. Flag, Laundry on the deck. This one might be coming back, but Jaden Ricabo strolls into the end zone for 6. And it's going to be a holding on the Spartan offense, so this one is coming back. But Jaden Ricabo on the jet touch pass, which would have been the first completed pass of the night for Robbie Clifford. This one's going to come back, and penalty yardage tacked on as well. Just a play that lined up very well as Ricabo just follows the blocks, breaks the tackle, and from there on out, he just strolled on into the end zone.
Penalty's going to take the ball back to the line of scrimmage, 1st and 10.
Penalty will take the ball back to the line of scrimmage. No loss of yardage on that one after the big gain from Ricabo. First down and 10 once again for the Spartan offense on the 40-yard line. Taylor, the running back. Ricabo on the near side, more on the far sideline. Actually, that's McDuffie. Sorry, McDuffie on the handoff. Gets to the 35-yard line.
Brought down at the 35-yard line, a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
2:15 to go here in the first half. Spartans currently leading by 28 looking to extend the lead at halftime. McDuffie once again the tailback. Clifford in the shotgun. Moore to the near, Ricaba to the far. Actually, reverse that. Clifford looks. First completed pass of the night for Robbie Clifford is enough for a first down to Phil Moore Jr. as he'll be brought out on the far boundary line.
Phil Moore is spun out of bounds. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It is good for an ESM first down.
Clifford once again. Ricabo and Moore flip positions. Ricabo to the far, Moore to the near. Clifford in the shotgun. Drops back to throw. Looks Ricabo's way. High ball for Ricabo is off the hands of Jaden Ricabo, and it'll be second down and 10 from 25 yards out. Clifford in the shotgun. Toss to McDuffie. McDuffie trying to blow the flockers. Gives him a stiff arm. Janiel McDuffie powers himself down inside the 5-yard line.
He's down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 22 yards on the carry. It'll be first and goal, Spartans.
McDuffie once again lining up behind Clifford. Moore to the far. Ricabo on the near. Clifford in the shotgun. Rydell the tight end. It's a pitch to Janiel McDuffie, and the Nottingham defensive line sniffs that one out from a mile away.
Janiel McDuffie hit in the backfield by a group of Bulldog tacklers.
So it'll be a loss on that one. It'll be brought in. So it's a loss of 5 for McDuffie on the play as we're under a minute to go. Timeout on the field. Coach Keyser and the Spartan offense. We'll be back with you out of the timeout break here at Spartan Stadium. Second down and 8, 42.7 seconds to go here in the first half. Clifford in the shotgun. McDuffie lines up to the right. Spartans looking to add more at the end of the half here. Clifford fakes it. Pass. Ricabo. That one's deflected.
Robbie Clifford's pass intended for Jaden Ricabo is incomplete.
Ron Mel Spivey on the deflection, and it's third down and 8.
Third down. Coverage on the play by Nottingham's number 6, Ronell Spivey on the last play.
Clifford, McDuffie. And Clifford's going to throw. That one inside, intended for Dwelle Taylor, and that one's knocked once again.
Robbie Clifford's pass
So fourth down and 8. 35 to go.
Play broken up again by Ron Mills-Spiney. Fourth down, ESM. And the timeout taken
Spartans
by
will
ESM.
take their second timeout of the half. Well, at 35 seconds, we'll be back with you out of the break. Fourth down and 8. Spartans looking to add more points at the end of the half. Clifford in the shotgun. Puts Ricabo in motion. And we're going to get a laundry on the deck for this one once again. As this one, another cost.
Start penalty against the Spartans. And we'll take it back to the 13-yard line, 4th and goal.
In a possession that took away a Jaden Ricabo jet touchdown pass off a jet sweep. Once again, a 5-yard penalty puts the Spartans farther back and on 4th down and 13. Taylor, Ricabo to the near side. Cook, more to the far. Correction, flip those sides with McDuffie in the backfield. Taylor in the slot. Clifford looks right, throws right, deep ball intended for Moore.
Robbie Clifford's pass intended for Fillmore is incomplete. It'll be a turnover on downs.
Second time tonight, the Spartans have failed to convert on 4th down. Lead stays at 28 for the Spartans as we come to the end of the first half. And Nottingham will get another offensive possession with 28 seconds to go. McCutcheon with Coleman in the backfield. McCutcheon in the shotgun. Drops back to throw. Looks left. Rolls left. Looks back right. McCutcheon. That one's going to hit the deck.
Mike McCutcheon's pass is incomplete. Pass is intended for number 21, Alejandro Sims. Second half.
Second down and 10. 22 seconds. That play took 6 seconds off the clock.
Wyatt Kremen.
Coleman in the backfield. The receiver to the near side. 3 receivers to the far. 4 McCutcheon, who lines up in the shotgun. Coleman goes to the right hand of McCutcheon. McCutcheon looks left. Now looks right. Uses his legs. Looking to throw. Hit from behind. Pressure brought by the Spartan defense once again. This time, Laquan Core Jr. on the QB pressure. That play took 6 seconds off the clock once again. 6:19 to go here in the second quarter. McCutcheon, 4 on the play clock. Timeout called, the last of the half for Nottingham. 16.9 to go here in the second quarter. Nottingham's 3rd down and 10 coming up. .9 seconds to go here in the first half. A trip to the semifinals on the line here in the Class A sectional bracket. McCutcheon in the shotgun. Coleman the tailback. 2 receivers to his right side. 1 on the near side. That's Barrett Hunter, and McCutcheon's just going to take it himself. He's met at the line. He'll get a few yards, but that should do it.
Mike McCutcheon on the carry. He's out across the 15 to the 16-yard line, a gain of 3. And that will be the final play of the first half here at
24 minutes in the books with 24 to go. A semifinal trip on the line here at Spartan Stadium. Your halftime score, ESM 28, Nottingham 0. 12 down, 12 to go here on Spartan Sports Network. A trip to the sectional semifinals on the line in the Class A bracket as the Spartans currently lead the Bulldogs by a score of 28-0. Jude Rednick on the kick. Nottingham will start off ball with possession, and that one's recovered. Oh my, and Nottingham right out of half with a huge opportunity. The Rudnick kick that was recovered at the 45-yard line. And the Bulldogs get on the board quick to open up the second half. Alejandro Sims on the return. Earns himself 6 points. A Nottingham team that is going to go up against a dormant offense that comes out of the half for ESM. ESM not known for scoring many points in the third quarters coming out of the half and the halftime adjustments. Just got a huge 6 points to start this half, 9 seconds in. Nottingham will elect to go for 2 here. McCutcheon lines up under center. McCutcheon will take this one himself. He's going to have to bounce it to the outside, and the Spartans draw a line and they say another 2-point conversion. And it's a stop for the Spartans, so it will be 28-6 at 11:51. So the Spartans, 28-point first half, 225 yards on the ground. For the Spartans, and about 12 through the air. They'll walk back out for their first possession of the second half. And now the Spartans tonight, in terms of field position, they've started on the 50 twice, the Nottingham 30, the Nottingham 47, and the drive, their worst fielding position tonight was on their own 47, which was their 5th offensive possession in the first half. And on their 6th and the final offensive possession, they started on the 40-yard line. Pettis, the place kicker. That one's a low liner. Ball's on the turf. Waiting for the call from the officials. This one will stay with the Spartans inside their own 40-yard line.
Kickoff is covered up at the 42-yard line. ESM will start their first possession of the second half from there, 1st and 10.
Worst starting field position of the day comes in the second half on the 42-yard line. 11:47 to go for Robbie Clifford in the ESM offense. Clifford not been asked to do much tonight through the air. He's got 12 yards on one catch to Phil Moore. Otherwise, it's been J. Neal McDuffie. 12 attempts, 136 yards, and all 4 touchdowns for the Spartans tonight. As McDuffie has been pretty much the tailback tonight. Taylor's been moved to a tight end wide receiver position as they keep feeding the hot hand in McDuffie. The refs settle the disagreement out on the field. And McDuffie's the tailback. Phil Moore, the near side wide receiver. Tight ends Gillette and Rydell move in motion. Clifford in the shotgun. Handoff. McDuffie. McDuffie breaking some tackles. Gets back across the line of scrimmage. It's about a gain of 3 on the play. He's brought down at the 45-yard line.
It'll be 2nd down and 7 from the 45-yard line.
Second time tonight we've dealt with some heavy rain. For about the last 5 minutes of the first half, rain ended up stopping. And then towards the back end of halftime, the rain just kept coming down. And we now have the second heaviest spurt of rain we'll see in the night. Delayed handoff, McDuffie in the Nottingham defensive line. Brings McDuffie back down to the line of scrimmage. It's on the 45. Looks like he'll lose a few inches on the play. Not enough for a full yard.
They're going to still spot it just shy of the 45-yard line, 3rd down and 7.
Robbie Clifford was not asked to do much in terms of throwing the ball here. 3rd down and 7 opportunity to open up the second half. Ricabo, Taylor, the near side wide receivers. McDuffie becomes the tight end. It's an empty set for Clifford as he sits in the shotgun with Moore and Cook on the near side. Flag out. Actually, correction, timeout on the field.
Timeout. Nottingham.
Nottingham's first timeout of the second half comes at the 10:24 mark here in the 3rd quarter. ESM's 3rd down and 7 on its way. Third down and 7 here on Spartan Sports Network for the Spartans, as the 2-seeded Spartans currently have a 22-point advantage over the 7th-seeded Bulldogs. Rain coming down heavily. And we will get a ball change at the line, currently slick. Clifford looks like he'll start off in an empty set, sitting in the shotgun. A Cook, Phil Moore, the near side wide receivers. McDuffie lined up at tight end. Taylor and Ricabo on the near side. Puts Ricabo in motion. Clifford drops back to throw. Hit at the line. Moore makes a move. Moore's got a first down off the pitch and catch. Stiff arm by Phil Moore. Phil Moore's going to be brought down inside the 10. The biggest pass play of the night for the ESM offense and for both offenses tonight is a huge 3rd down conversion for the Spartans. Talk about getting to a hot start to keep the momentum going for the Spartans after they allowed the kick return touchdown to open up the half. It's a huge play for Phil Moore. Off the pitch and catch from Robbie Clifford. So
penalty's going to take the ball to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, ESM.
So the face mask will be half a yard distance from the goal line. So it's going to be 1st down and 4 in the red zone once again. At the end of the first half, the Spartans had an opportunity from this distance. And a few penalties later, it was 4th down and long and a failed 4th down conversion at the end of the first half for the Spartans. So Taylor lines up in the backfield this time around. McDuffie at tight end. Clifford in the shotgun, puts McDuffie in motion. Handoff Taylor. Taylor, he's got a touchdown on the night. Dwelle Taylor adds to the Spartan lead. It's now 34-6. Spartans with 9:47 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Rudnick, who's 2 of 3 on the night, for his point after. As Taylor just follows the blocks on that one and breaks a few, as Rudnick's kick is good.
Jude Rudnick's extra point attempt is good. And with 9 minutes, 47 seconds left, third quarter, the score, ESM 35 and Nottingham 6.
Nottingham opens up the half with 6. Spartans respond right away off the Dwelle Taylor rushing touchdown. Rudnick's kick when we return. The winner of FM Corcoran on the other side for the winner of this one is Rudnick's kick. Last time out was returned for a touchdown by Alejandro Sims, and Rudnick butts this one on the ground. Sims once again off the high bounce, and he's wrapped up immediately. Ball hits the turf. Ball's loose, and it stays with
It is recovered by Nottingham.
the Bulldogs. Sims loses that one. It looks like he almost had the same angle as he did on the touchdown return. So Nottingham will take this one. We'll start off this one on the 39-yard line. Trailing by 22 and 9:41 to go here in the third. McCutcheon under center. Multiple men in the backfield, the receiver to the far side. McCutcheon will keep this one himself on the design QB draw.
Mike McCutcheon on the draw. Able to get a short gain.
Marked down inside the 49.
We'll call it a gain of 1. It'll be second down and 9.
So it's enough for a yard for McCutcheon. Coleman in the backfield, 6 on the play clock. McCutcheon shifts the line and the defenders. McCutcheon, pitch off. This time to Coleman. Coleman's been initially ball will get past.
Coleman on the carry.
Gets back to the 40.
Gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. It'll be third and 9.
No gain for Jordan Coleman on the attempt. Now Coleman over the last 2 games has had the ball 7 times. Has touched it for 75 yards on the ground. And also has found the end zone once. And he's been averaging 10 yards per carry over the last 2. So McCutcheon once again, 3rd down and 9. And the last offensive drive. As McCutcheon drops back the throw, rolls right, pressure Wilson. And that play is in on the play is Jaden Ricabo. He made contact with Barrett Hunter, who's the intended wide receiver on the play. He pops that one out. Second to last drive for the Bulldogs. Best of the night. Mike McCutcheon using his legs, multiple 3rd down conversions, and just was looking for his tight end on a rollout. And Caleb Cook plays center field very well and picked that one off. That drive found its way into ESM territory at one point. So it's 4th down and 9, currently trailing by 22 for this Nottingham team. Rain still coming down pretty heavily. McCutcheon under center with Coleman as the tailback. Drops back the throw. Wilson brings pressure. Block picked up. McCutcheon takes it himself and powers through to around the 45-yard line. It won't be enough for a 1st down. And it's a fouled 4th down conversion for the Nottingham offense.
It's going to be shy of the 1st down. We're going to get turnover on downs. ESM's going to take over 1st and 10 from their Nottingham 44-yard line, following the officials' timeout.
Timeout on the field. We'll be back with you at the 7:57 mark here in the third quarter. Quick restart at the 7:57 mark. 1st down and 10 for the Spartan offense. Clifford in the shotgun. Receiver to the near side, one to the far sideline. Taylor in at tailback.
Taylor brought down in the backfield.
Actually, correction, Vincent Cavalier now the tailback for the Spartans.
Ball's back, spotted back at the 47-yard line, a loss of 3.
So a loss of 3 for Cavalier as Taylor comes back onto the field for the Spartans. 7:33 to go as the Spartans get the clock running on the handoff. Clifford in the shotgun. Ricabo on the near side. Taylor the tailback lining up directly behind Clifford. Puts Rydell in motion. It's a handoff to Taylor. Taylor following the blocks and is met.
Taylor hit at the line.
He'll get back to the 49-yard line, so it's a gain of 2 on the play for Taylor, making it 3rd down and 11 with 7 minutes to go here in the third. Clifford in the shotgun. Taylor handoff. Follows the blockers. Burst of speed for Dwelle. Taylor brings this one inside the 40, close to the 35-yard line. Few yards short of the 1st down.
It's a gain of 9 on the carry. It'll be 4th down and a long 2.
So 4th down and 2 for the Spartan offense. Currently leading by 22. As we now approach under 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Trip to the semifinals here in the Class A sectional bracket on the line. The 2-seeded Spartans currently leading the 7-seeded Bulldogs. Clifford in the shotgun. Drops back to throw. Has Moore on the outside. That ball is off the hands of Moore and almost picked off. Nottingham gets its another 4th down stop. And it sends the Bulldog offense back out with 5:48 to go here in the third.
Turnover on downs. Nottingham will take back over 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line.
It was a turnover on downs last time out for the Bulldogs. Currently trailing by 22. McCutcheon shaken up a little bit after the failed 4th down. McCutcheon under center. Hands it off. Coleman. Coleman's met immediately. The defensive line for the Spartans brings down the tight end in the backfield.
Is hit and stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain. 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10, so no gain on the play for Coleman. Coleman the tailback, 4 seconds on the play clock. McCutcheon under center, toss out to Coleman on the far sideline. And Jordan Coleman will not get much room. Jaden Rydell, actually, correction, Kamari Jones in on the initial stop. So it'll be 3rd down and 10.
At the 39-yard line. ESM tackle made by number 9, Kamari Jones. It's a gain of 2 3rd down and 8.
McCutcheon in the shotgun. 3 receivers at the far, 2 to the near. McCutcheon looks right, rolls left, jump throw. Barrett Hunter's got it. It's enough for a first down. Jaden Barrett Hunter wrapped up and brought down inside the 40-yard line in ESM territory. Phil Morin on the stop. He's marked down at the 38-yard line.
To pick up a 23 yards on the play and good for a Bulldog first down.
McCutcheon under center. Hands off. Coleman. Coleman bounces it inside the tackles. And Jordan Coleman with a big rush. It's enough. He's marked down.
28-yard line. Good for a gain of 10 yards and another Nottingham first down.
So it's a first down for Coleman on the 10-yard rush. Huge plays for the Bulldogs offense. McCutcheon once again under center. Handoff. Coleman gets it once again. He's met by multiple ESM defenders at the line. He'll be marked down inside the 30 at the 26-yard line. So it's a gain of 2 on the play.
26-yard line. It's a gain of 2 on the carry. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Under 2 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Spartans currently leading 35-6. $13 on the play clock for Nottingham. McCutcheon sending receivers out to the near side. 2 on the far side. Coleman once again the tailback. 5 on the play clock for McCutcheon, sitting in the shotgun. McCutcheon looks right, rolls right momentarily. He's going to take the deep ball downfield. Ball tipped at the line. Jaden Ricabo got in there.
Mike McCutcheon's pass intended for number 24, Sincere Jones, incomplete.
Pass intended for Jones. McCutcheon tried the deep ball to the end zone. Would have been a touchdown if caught. So it'll be 3rd down and 8 on the 26. Nottingham looking into the red zone for the first time tonight. Handoff Coleman, and Coleman will not have enough for a first. If not anything, he'll be dragged down behind the 25-yard line, met at the line of scrimmage. They will give him a yard, so he gets to the 25. So 4th down and 7 on the 25-yard line. And once again, the Bulldogs will have to go for this one. $12 on the play clock on the huge 4th and 7 for the Bulldogs to keep their season alive. McCutcheon sits in the shotgun. Coleman the tight end is the tailback. 2 receivers in the near and far. McCutcheon looks left. Deep ball left, intended for Barrett Hunter, and he almost had it over Caleb Cook. And it's incomplete. It's a turnover on 4th down and 7 for the Bulldogs offense. And the Spartans get the ball on their own 25 with 1:28 to go here in the 3rd. It's 13 points has been scored in this quarter. 7 from the Spartans, 6 from the Bulldogs. Bulldogs kicked off the second half of action with a kick return touchdown, and then Dwelle Taylor immediately responds for the Spartans. Clifford in the shotgun. Handoff. Taylor Stays inside, follows the blocking inside the 35-yard line. Laundry down on the deck. Actually, Taylor gets in the 30. And it looks like this one will head backwards as this is against the Spartans.
Penalty's going to take the ball back to the just short of the 17-yard line.
It's an 8-yard penalty for the Spartans. So it's first down and 18 on the 17-yard line. Ricabo more to the near side. Tight ends over on the far side. Taylor, the tailback, on first down with Clifford in the shotgun. Handoff. Taylor, far side. Dwelle Taylor gets by some tacklers. He's inside the 30-yard line.
Spun down after he crosses the 30-yard line, just shy of the 35. He's going to be marked down at the 34-yard line, a pickup of 17 on the play.
17-yard gain for Taylor, gets the penalty yardage back and more. It's going to be second down and 1. Play clock ahead of the game clock currently, so one more play will be ran here in the third quarter. Second down and 1 for the Spartans. Ricabo, Phillip Moore on the near side. Clifford in the shotgun. Taylor the tailback. Puts Rydell in motion. It's a handoff to Taylor. Taylor's tripped up and short of the first down.
Willie Taylor tripped up in the backfield. He is down. Back at the 33-yard line, a loss of 1 on the carry. It'll be third down and 2.
So after the loss of 1, it'll be third down and 2. Entering the fourth quarter for the Spartans as they're 12 minutes away from a semifinal appearance in the Class A bracket. The 2-seeded Spartans will be back with third down and 2 entering the fourth. Start of the fourth here on Spartan Sports Network. The 2-seeded ESM Spartans currently leading the 7-seeded Nottingham Bulldogs. And on third down and 2, Robbie Clifford sails it over the head of Jaden Ricabo. And it's fourth down and 2 at 11:56 to go here in the fourth. Clifford gets the play call. Timeout on the field. Coach Keyser. First timeout of the half taken for the Spartans. And it'll be fourth down and 2 when we return. 4th down and 2 out of the ESM timeout. Clifford in the shotgun. Taylor, the tailback. 3 receivers to the right for Clifford. He puts Rydell in motion. And we're going to get a jump on the defensive line. Nottingham jumps. It won't be 4th down and 2. It will be a fresh set of downs for the Spartans.
Offsides penalty is going to take the ball to the 38-yard line. We'll give ESM a 1st down. It'll be 1st and 10, ESM from their own 38-yard line.
11:56 to go here in the 4th. Fresh set of downs and more time to take off the clock for this ESM offense that so far tonight has dominated in the trenches like it has the past few weeks. 254 total yards on the ground for the Spartans. J. Neal McDuffie accounting for 138 of those. Taylor almost close to 100-yard mark. He's got 73. And miscommunication by Taylor and Clifford. Clifford's just going to have to take this one and go down himself.
Clifford spun down by Jeffrey Petty's back in the backfield. Spun down back at the 34-yard line. That's a loss of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 14.
So it's a loss of 4 on the play for Robbie Clifford, who has not been asked to do much tonight through the air. Only a few times. He's currently 3 of 10 through the air for 58 yards. So 2nd down and 14 for the Spartan offense. Play clock down to 5. Trips right for Clifford in the shotgun. Whistle blown. And we're going to get a false start on the Spartans, so knocks the Spartans back even more. So the 4-yard loss turns into 2nd and 19 off the penalty as well. Team that's been pretty clean in terms of penalties over the last few weeks. Currently has 7 penalty, and it's cost them 45 yards in the process. Clifford breaks the huddle. Taylor in the backfield. Trips right once again for Clifford. It's a handoff to Taylor. Taylor breaking some tackles, trying to get up, gets past the 30-yard line.
Dwelly Taylor, the ball carrier. He's out across the 30, out to the 34-yard line. That's a pickup of 5. It'll be 3rd and 14.
So 3rd and 14 on the 35-yard line. 1st down marker is at the 48-yard line in ESM territory. Clifford in the shotgun. Trips left this time. Hand off to Taylor. Taylor's met in the backfield initially by the Nottingham defensive line.
Dwelly Taylor spun down at the 36-yard line. A gain of 2. It'll be 4th and 12.
So 4th and 12 and decision time here for Coach Keyser in the ESM offense. Current score for the FM Corcoran game, the Hornets currently lead Corcoran 14-6. That one at the 10:04 mark in the 3rd quarter. It's going to be a Clifford punt. That one gets massive airtime, almost blocked, and that one's going to roll inside the 30. So a huge punt from Robbie Clifford gives the ball back to the Nottingham offense with 9:10 to go here in the 4th.
Nottingham will start from there, 1st and 10. Ball's going to be spotted at the 29-yard line, 1st and 10.
McCutcheon leads the Nottingham offense out once again. We'll have 2 receivers on the far side. Empty set for McCutcheon and trips to his right on the stack. McCutcheon looks right, fakes right, and he's brought down. Foster and Wilson combined for the sack.
Mike McCutcheon is sacked. Ian Wilson and Daniel Foster in on the play for the Spartans. Brought down at the 28-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 11.
So loss of 1 on the play for McCutcheon on the sack. As the defensive line for the Spartans doing what they've done best all game, providing pressure on a 4-man rush. McCutcheon empty set once again. Same formation, the stack to his left. Correction, to his right, 2 to the left. McCutcheon hits the drag route. That's Barrett Hunter. Barrett Hunter shakes the hit stick from Dwelle Taylor, and he'll run out of bounds. He'll be marked down at the 28-yard line. So it's a gain of 1 on the play. It's 3rd down and 10 for the Bulldogs, as they currently trail by 22 points.
3rd down and 7.
Correction, it's a gain of 4 on the play. So it's 3rd down and 7 for McCutcheon in the Nottingham offense. 8:20 to go here in the 4th. 10 on the play clock. Coleman the tailback. 2 receivers on the far, 2 to the near. 3 on the play clock. McCutcheon snaps, rolls right. Aiden DeWall brings down McCutcheon for the 2nd sack of the drive, and a flag out on the field.
We do have a flag at the end of the play. He's down back near the 20-yard line.
And McCutcheon is down on the turf right now as we await the call from the referee, as a trainer will attend to McCutcheon. McCutcheon's off the field. He'll be attended to on the sideline. The flag on the play was a personal foul late hit on the Spartans. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty in a 1st down for the Nottingham offense. So Barrett Hunter goes in at quarterback. The wide receiver stack on the right side formed. 2 wide receivers to the far side as he lines up in the shotgun with an empty set. 8:12 to go here in the 4th. 3rd down and 3. At least that's what the scoreboard says, but it was a 1st down ruled on.
Correction will be 4th down and 3.
Correction, it's 4th down according to the crew. So a 4th down conversion needed. Pass, caught. And that's caught by number 5.
Jalen Hunter's pass completes out to the 47-yard line.
So it's enough for a 1st down for the Bulldogs.
13-yard gain, 1st down Nottingham.
So it's enough for a 1st down for the Bulldogs to keep the drive alive. Barrett takes himself on the draw. Jalen Barrett Hunter gets around the edge. He'll walk out near the 35-yard line, just short. He's going to be marked down at the 37-yard line. So it's enough for a first down, and it stops the clock for the Bulldogs. Barrett Hunter, this time the stack of wide receivers over on the left side. Two receivers in the near side for Barrett Hunter as he lines up at the shotgun empty set here. Handoff, he'll just take it himself on the draw, gets through the defensive line, tries to get around Moore, and he'll be marked down at the 31-yard line out of bounds.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6, second down and 4.
Second down and 4 to go. 7 on the play clock. Barrett Hunter, QB draw once again, and this time the Spartans just sniffed that one out. He'll go back out of bounds. Will be about a loss of 4, on the play, as he went out near the 35-yard line.
At the 35-yard line, it's a loss of 4. It'll be third down and 8.
Third down and 8, 7:09 to go here in the fourth. Barrett Hunter doing a great job of getting to the boundary lines to keep as much clock as possible for the Bulldogs offense. They've currently got two timeouts, currently trailing by 22. Barrett Hunter looks right, pressure brought to Wald. Head as he threw, tipped up in the air.
Jalen Barrett Hunter's pass is incomplete. Coverage on the play by Frequan Stewart. Pressured on the play by Aiden DeWall.
Stewart on the coverage. Deflects that one. It's going to be 4th down and 8 for Barrett Hunter in the Bulldogs offense. As it looks like the night for Mike McCutcheon is over, as he currently stands over on the sidelines right now. Empty set once again. The stack of wide receivers over on the near side. And we're going to get a timeout called on the field by the Bulldogs with 6:57 to go. Fourth down and 8 for the Bulldogs out of the timeout. Mike McCutcheon actually back into this one. He's in the shotgun, drops back the throw, looking to pass. Taylor, pressure brought, wrapped up by the defensive line of the Spartans, and it's going to be a failed 4th down conversion for the Bulldogs, and the Spartans take it back over at the 6:50 mark here in the 4th.
It is a turnover on downs. The Spartans will take over 1st and 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line.
Caleb Cook now in at quarterback for the Spartans. He lines up in the backfield with tailback. 2 receivers on the far side, 1 in the near for Cook. Handoff. This one goes to Robinson. And he's met at the line. Play still going on. And it'll be pushed up. Pile gets pushed up.
Eric Robinson, the ball carrier. Stopped at the line, no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play for Robinson, but it gets the play clock, game clock moving. Play clock at 20 seconds as the Spartans will not look to moving at a fast pace. So Cook once again set up in the shotgun. Robinson the tailback. Wide receiver to the near and far for Cook. 4 on the play clock. And we get a jump again. It's going to be offsides on the Bulldogs. So it's going to be a fresh set of chains. First down and actually it'll be a 5-yard penalty. So this will be 2nd down and 5 instead of 2nd down and 10.
We're going to take the ball to the 42-yard line. 2nd down and 5.
Kick scheduled next week at 6:30. Most likely we'll be back here at Spartan Stadium for semifinal action. Currently the last time Corcoran currently trailing the 3-seeded FM Hornets 14-6. Cooks handoff to Robinson. Robinson's got a first down and a lot more. Gets past the 50, wrapped up and brought it down inside the 45-yard line.
Brought down at the 42-yard line, a gain of 16 on the carry. First down, ESL.
So it's enough for a first down that keeps the game clock rolling for the Spartans as we approach under the 5-minute mark here at Spartan Stadium. Nottingham, a team Spartans had not faced coming into sectionals. Nottingham was over in the Class A American Division, National Division, sorry. Cook, handoff to Robinson. Robinson bounces it to the outside, breaks the initial tackle by Sims. He's brought down inside the 40.
Down to the 38-yard line on the carry, a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6.
So the Spartans will head to the semifinals for the first time since 2023 if the score holds. Last time the Spartans made the semifinals and sectionals, they went to the Dome back in 2023. An eventual loss to Whitesboro in the sectional finals. Cook in the backfield this time. This time it's a handoff to Jordan, and Jordan's met at the line. Ball down on the turf, picked up by Nottingham. It's an ESM turnover with 4:13 to go here in the 4th.
Recovered by Nottingham. Ball's going to be spotted near midfield. Ball is spotted right at midfield. It'll be 1st and 10 Nottingham.
So Nottingham's offense gets the ball at the 50-yard line, currently trailing by 22 as the 7th seed who won 2 games at the end of the season to make it to sectionals right now. Scored 50 points in those 2 games. And over the last 5 games for the Spartans, they've allowed a total of 22 points. Dropping back to throws McCutcheon, middle of the field. Barrett Hunter is wrapped up inside by Latuma Wale. That one keeps the clock rolling. Hunter cannot get out of bounds. So it's a gain of 4 on the pitch and catch. Under 3:30 to go. Play clock down the 4 for McCutcheon. He's going to line up under center. And we're going to get a flag and a legal formation. Too many moving parts for the Nottingham offense.
False start penalty against Nottingham. Going to bring it back to The other side of midfield to the 49-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Second down and 11 after the illegal formation penalty on Nottingham. McCutcheon in the backfield. He under center and hands that one off to Coleman. Coleman drags himself to the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play.
Just shy of the 45. Ball spotted at the 46-yard line.
And it's actually now moved to the 46.
The original line of scrimmage for the penalty. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
So 3rd down and 6 for the Nottingham offense. McCutcheon under center. 2 tailbacks, receiver to the far and near side. McCutcheon fakes it, play action, rolls out, pressure brought, ball down on the turf. Picked up by Kamari Jones. It's a turnover. Actually, correction, DeBose Jr.
Picked up by ESM's number 6, Jamar DeBose.
So DeBose caused the turnover with 2:19 to go in the 4th. And that will bring the offense back out. 2:19 to go here in the 4th. And the Spartans can feel a semifinal appearance brewing. Last time we gave you a score update, it was the 10:04 mark of the 3-seeded FM game against the 6-seeded Corcoran game. 1:48 to go in the 3rd quarter. FM's lead now cut down to 2 as Corcoran got 6 in around the last 9 minutes of play over in Fayetteville. Cook empty set for himself. 2:19 to go here. And Cook didn't realize he had nobody in the backfield. Caleb Cook tries to make something out of nothing. He'll get at least a yard to 2 yards on the play. So it's 2nd down and 9 at the 2:04 mark. A huge shout out to our crew here at Spartan Sports Network, braving the conditions tonight. Not the most ideal conditions. 2nd week in a row we've worked in the rain. So a huge shout out to our crew here at Spartan Sports Network for braving the weather, as we've got 1:48 to go here in the 4th. Cook again this time. Robinson in the backfield. Handoff. And Robinson's met at the line, and he'll be brought down inside the 45-yard line.
Stop back at the 44-yard line. It's a loss of 3.
So it'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Spartan offense.
Timeout, Nottingham.
Nottingham takes a timeout with 1:18 to go here in the 4th. We'll be back with you with the rest of the 4th quarter here on Spartan Sports Network. Back out of the break, Cook in the backfield, and we're going to get an offsides on the Bulldogs. They'll make it 3rd down and 7.
Offsides penalty against Nottingham.
Hard count once again, working in favor for the Spartans on the offside. 6 on the play clock. Cook. And once again, we're going to get a false start. So another pre-snap motion here in this sequence. So it'll be a false start on the Spartans. It'll bring the Spartans back. It'll be 3rd down and 12 once again. Cook, shotgun. Handoff. Robinson gets to the outside. Robinson, flag on the field. He gets inside the 35-yard line, actually marked down at the 35. So the gain of 9 on the play, and will be a holding on the Spartan offense, and this one's coming back. It's been a Spartan avalanche tonight in the trenches. 275 yards on the ground for the Spartans. So ball spotted on their own 47 after the penalties. It's now 3rd down and 22 after the holding with a minute 12. J. Neal McDuffie, 14 attempts, 136 yards on the ground and 4 touchdowns. Dwelle Taylor, 15 attempts, 80 yards on a touchdown for himself. That's all the scoring. Ball on the deck. Robinson misplaces the handoff, and Nottingham's going to receive the fumble.
Robinson recovered by the Bulldogs. Lucian Maywarning with the recovery for Nottingham. The Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line.
.106 to go. 1st down and 10 in ESM territory for Nottingham. McCutcheon back out on the field. He lines up under center. Coleman, the tailback, received to the far and the near side for the Bulldogs offense. Play action. Pressure brought. McCutcheon again to Bose Jr. coming off the edge. Brings pressure. And once again, we get our 3rd spurt of heavy rain tonight.
2nd and 10.
Minute to go here at Spartan Stadium. 2nd down and 10 for the Nottingham offense. After a 2-game winning streak to get into sectionals as McCutcheon drops back to throw. McCutcheon, deep ball downfield. That ball is jump ball. Barrett Hunter comes down with it.
Pass complete to Jalen Barnett Hunter.
Flag thrown down on the field. We got laundry on the deck once again, and we're going to get whistles. It's currently the clock is stopped at 49.1 seconds. If it stands, it's going to be a ball placed at the 9, so a red zone opportunity here for the Bulldogs at the end of this one.
A dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against the Bulldogs.
So Nottingham gets hit with an unsportsmanlike at the end of this one. This will drag him back.
He's going to take the ball back to the 24-yard line, 1st and 10, Nottingham.
So 179 yards in total offense for the Bulldogs tonight, and 333 total offense for the Spartans. McCutcheon under center, drops back to throw, pressure brought, rolls to his right, hucks it downfield. That ball is caught in the end zone. Barrett Hunter just took it out of the hands of the defender. And Jaden Barrett Hunter with a huge touchdown.
A 24-yard touchdown pass and catch.
Jaden Barrett Hunter, huge receptions downfield in this one. Gives Nottingham another touchdown in their first since the kickoff return that opened up the second half of play. 24.7 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. McCutcheon under center. Rolls out to his right, looking to throw. Looking for Jaden Barrett Hunter. That one is no good. That one's deflected. At the line.
24 seconds left in the game. Score now ESM 35 and Nottingham 12.
Two 24.7 seconds to go here at Spartan Stadium as the Spartans, as the little bouncer onside kicks recovered. Ian Wilson recovers the onside kick. And 23.5 seconds to go. Nottingham currently trailing 35-12 as this two-seeded as the two-seeded Spartans will cruise into semis in the Class A section. A night dominated by J. Neal McDuffie in the first half. He had a hat trick early on, had us 138 yards on the ground tonight, and helps cruise the ESM offense to victory. Clifford comes back out for the kneel. McDuffie will be the lone guy at around the 45-yard line, and that will do it. So for our executive producer, Todd Arantini, and our fabulous crew here at Spartan Sports Network, I'm Tanner J. saying so long from Spartan Stadium. Your final two-seeded ESM 35, 7-seeded Nottingham 12. Have a great day, everybody.